Welcome to another video and to another organ. Today I'm at Danby Wiske Village Church to look at this lovely 2-manual tracker action pipe organ. Some of you may be thinking to yourself, Paul's been to that church before, and you would be right. I had to delete the previous video for reasons that I won't go into, but I've come back to do another video of this very same organ. It's a lovely organ in my opinion. If you haven't been to this channel before, my name is Paul and I visit pipe organs all over the place, wherever I can get in, even in freezing cold weather like this. So if you're interested in pipe organs and you haven't yet subscribed, I would be ever so grateful if you would do so. The subscribe button is down here somewhere, but without further ado, let's have a look at this organ. So this organ was built in about 1900 by Vincent organ builders of Sunderland. This organ was originally built for a church in Sunderland, but in 1971 it was moved from that church here to Danby Wiske by H.E. Prested, who I believe at the time did a clean and an overhaul, and from what I can see this organ hasn't received any major work since. I do know though that this organ is regularly tuned and maintained, and assumably faults are dealt with as and when they happen, but it's in pretty good nick, it's in pretty good tune, so it's a nice organ, which is why I've come back to make sure that this organ is on the channel. So let's start as usual by having a look at the stops. I'm going to start here on the grate, which is the bottom manual. The stops are here on the right. Let's have a look. So there are only 4 stops on the grate. The bottom one, I bet you've guessed, is an 8-foot open diapason. It sounds like this. Don't know what I played there, but it's lovely and loud sitting here. Obviously the pipe work is right here in front of me, so it comes right out at me. It's only a small church, so I imagine the sound carries really well. The next stop is a flute. It is an 8-foot also, and it is a Lieblich Gedakt. Sticking A. Never mind. Next we have a string. It's also an 8-foot and it is a salitional, which sounds Let's try that with the Lieblich Gedakt. And finally on the grate we have a 4-foot. It is an octave, which is the same as a principal really. Sounds like this. That sticking A would really annoy me. It's probably because it's so cold in this church, there's no heating on. A little bit of WD-40 might sort that out. But let's have a go on the grate and see what it sounds like. So when we've got a sticking A, I pick a tune in F. Let's have a look at the pedal stop, which is also here on the right. Firstly, the pedal board is a straight pedal board. There are 3 combination pedals. I'm assuming the 2 to the left are for the swell. Actually, they're not. They do spread out across all the stops, so my assumption was incorrect. There is also a balanced swell pedal, which is positioned quite to the right, a little bit not a very natural position, but it's a balanced swell pedal, and that is good. It's better than a ratchet swell pedal. So going back to the pedal stop, we have only 1 stop on the pedals. It is a 16-foot sub bass, which sounds like this. It sounds quite nice actually. It gives it that rumble that I like to hear on organs, and I know a lot of other people do. It's not a solo stop by any means, but it certainly gives it that bass and that depth. So once that's coupled to the manuals, I think that'll really give it some rumble, for want of a more musical term. Let's have a look at the swell. So the swell organ, which is the top manual, there are 6 stops in total. The first being a violin diapason. Pretty sure that's the same as a Geigen principal actually. Let me know in the comments if I'm right or if I'm wrong. We have another 8-foot, which is a raw flute. Another 8-foot, it is a viol d'orchestra, which is a string. Very nicely in tune, and the bass on this organ is really, really nice. Next we have a 4-foot, which this time is a Geigen principle. Let's try that with the other, well, the violin diapason. Lovely. I seem to remember last time I was here suggesting that the Swell has a much nicer tone than the Great, and I'm reminded because this time I think the same thing. So the Swell is lovely. Next we have an 8-foot Celeste. The Celeste, judging by the stop head, has been more recently added, is what I'm trying to say. But on its own, the Celeste sounds like this. Which stops at Tennessee, not surprisingly. So we're going to try that with the other string, which is the viol de orchestra, and let's see if we get that beat. And we do. Clearly that's very out of tune, but if that was properly tuned, that would be lovely. That would be the star of this organ, I really believe so. Finally, we have a reed. It is an 8-foot oboe. Let's have a go. Pretty nice oboe. Again, very out of tune. When was the last time this organ was tuned? So this organ was actually last tuned in June, so not very long ago. I think we need to take into account the change in weather since then. It's certainly ready for a tune. I think it'll probably get another one before Christmas, and it is tuned regularly by John Lightbourne, who is from, I think he's from Sunderland somewhere, that sort of area, but well maintained. Everything seems to work on it. That's all the stops on the Swell. Let's try something on the Swell, see what it sounds like. couplers are everything that you would expect on an organ of this size. We have the swell to grate, which is here on the right by the pedal stop, and here on the left we have the swell to pedal and the grate to pedal. Nothing that's going to surprise you there. But let's have a go on the full organ, everything coupled, see what it sounds like. Let's have a go. So overall, I really like this little organ actually. I think it's got some lovely sounds, the swell in particular, and that Celeste is lovely. It's in it, and the action is very responsive. All the stops work, all the notes work, so a really nice organ. It's lovely to be here again. Hopefully I won't have to delete the video this time. I'd just like to say a big thank you to David, the vicar here, and to the people of this church who have kindly let me return to record this video. Thank you very much for watching. Again, if you haven't subscribed already, please do hit that subscribe button. I will be ever so grateful. Really need to get these numbers up. But until next time, I shall see you later. Bye for now.